All praises. Revelations.Unveiled. Detroit, back at it. So, continuing with the commentary of the historical context of the Holy Scripture with the written scroll or document of Joshua that begins the history of the children of Israel entering into the Holy Land to then begin living that covenant, that law, those statutes, abiding by those commandments as given by the Holy Creator. And in the history or in the religion of most people, they have the prominent understanding in the world is there's only 10 commandments, but the understanding, if you actually go and read the 19th chapter, or excuse me, the 20th chapter of Exodus, you'll understand that the Lord or the Creator, the Word Himself, spoke the first 10 commandments directly out of the mount as it was engulfed in flames and thundering with lightning and smoke was everywhere, and it was a tremendous and terrible sight and scene amongst the congregation of Israel. And because it was so intense, and because it was so magnificent, and because they were standing in the actual presence of the living Word of the Creator as He was descended upon that mountain, they became afraid. They ran away. They could not behold the spectacle. They could not contain the actual voice. It was ringing amongst their soul. It caused them fear. They thought they would die before the mount itself, as the word of the Creator brought forth the law of their new nation. And so they went to Moses and said, Moses, please, 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 you go, you talk to the holy word of the Creator. You write down what He tells you. You bring it back to us. We will do it, because if He continues to impart to us His voice, we surely will die. So that would, give you understanding of what was going on with Brother Moses up in the mount with the holy word of the Creator for those 40 days. He was getting a written constitution straight from the Creator of all as to how the nation that He had chosen to come into covenant, into testament, into marriage, into the actual only relationship on earth. He was given that constitution of order and law and how we were ordained to behave when we came into that land. So, as the holy history readers would understand, then, the Lord told Moses, you got to go and get back down off the mount. The congregation, the children of Israel, they have lost their minds and engaging in wild, crazy orgies and erected golden calf idols. So go ahead down there and severely rebuke these goofy people, because they still are not understanding that they have the one true, living, holy word of the Creator. So our book, the book of the Israelites, the book of the tribes of Jacob, the holy word written by the Creator, is a book of history. The only philosophy is that of the Creator's word. The only rule is to keep the commandments that were spoken, that were written, that were delivered, and that were lived on this earth. So a Baptist or a Presbyterian, an Apostolic, a Mormon, a Jehovah's Witness, Catholic, in a conversation, you can easily concede to them, because that's a philosophy. That is a belief that they grew up in, that they belong to, they understand in terms of what they were taught. So it's really no contention about that conversation. It's actually very helpful, because those of the book can listen to that insight and grow in their own understanding when they then thus deliver, or they align that particular party with the actual history of the book. So we know that the word of the Creator dwelled directly with the children of Israel until, under the influence of the other nations, they called out for a king. Imagine that. You are a chosen people on the planet. You are actually walking and can see the holy deliverer of your people out of a nation of captivity. And yet you want to be carnal and simple and have a king just so you can be like the heathen nations around about you. So we know that the nation was given judges to impart the law. We know that we continue to rebel. We realize there were various minor captivities. So a book of history, a book of law. I will be back with you, Detroit. I love you. Goodbye.